It's Madden NFL 23, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Chiefs and the 49ers coming up next.
The onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. San Francisco readying for their first drive of the game on offense. And in his 9th season in the league, 6th with the 49ers, it's Jimmy Garoppolo at quarterback.
People thought Jimmy Garoppolo was only going to be a one-year placeholder in San Francisco when the team took Trey Lance 3rd overall in the 2021 NFL Draft. But then he led the 6th-seeded 49ers to the NFC title game just 2 years after taking them to within 1/4 of a Super Bowl victory.
It's showtime, baby. You ready to roll? Let's go, man.
A first carry for the rookie from LSU, Ty Davis-Price. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo, and the grab by Croft. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Davis-Price on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
From the 38, Garoppolo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on third down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
On fourth down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Here comes the Kansas City offense, and in his 6th season of conducting this high-powered attack, coming off 4 straight Pro Bowls, it's Patrick Mahomes.
When talking about Patrick Mahomes, what's a normal season for him is probably a career year for 99% of the other quarterbacks in the game today. 4,800 yards, 37 touchdowns, and a 4th straight trip to the AFC title game. He is making sure that all of us understand what he is doing is sometimes beyond spectacular, and his team follows accordingly. When he's under center, KC always has a shot.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run with the 3rd-year man, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, it's Mahomes. And the Niners get there and bring him down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They'll look to throw. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here comes Edwards-Helaire on the toss right. Down at the 35. It'll be second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Mahomes now to throw, and this is going to be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Butker's kick here is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Ray McCloud. He will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking out some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. Now the ball comes loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Let's go, man. Let's have some fun. Let's get something going, man. Come on, baby. Rock and roll.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start with Davis Price on the ground. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Find me a star more on the rise than Deebo Samuel after last season. Wide receiver, running back, kick returner. This man does it all for the San Francisco 49ers. Ranked 3rd in the league in all-purpose yardage and deservedly made first-team All-Pro. Building on that with a first down here.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Davis Price up the middle. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the shotgun now. Here, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, No matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Trying to lay one up deep. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 41.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Give to Davis Price up the middle here. There on the stop was Leo Chanel.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. 2nd down, and again it's Davis Price. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go right here. Play a little aggressive, baby.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will stay a 4-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert. And
no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points.
It's showtime, baby. Let's ride, dog.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right.
He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Juju Smith-Schuster on the touchdown pass from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs have regained the lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Let's do our thing.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd down, here's Davis Price. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? People say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arms saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
Here's a give to Davis Price. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he's going to have the Niners first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Nick Bolton there on the tackle. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A give left side for Davis Price. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Let's go.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. On the handoff, Davis Price stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Garoppolo looks to throw. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Handoff right side, Davis Price. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that drive is going pretty darn well. 3 previous times, converted on 3rd down. But on that one, the defense rose up and said, enough of that.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Gould is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. Out comes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Mahomes going to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Good strong throw throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On play action, it's Mahomes. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Mahomes to throw once more. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, for years, this matchup, the Chiefs and 49ers, would have been known as the Joe Montana game. These being the two teams that Montana played for in his Hall of Fame career. But now, of course, it's a Super Bowl rematch. Super Bowl 54 in Miami. That game won by the Chiefs 31-20 with that furious fourth-quarter comeback to win their 2nd Lombardi trophy.
5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback laying on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Here's Mahomes to throw, and that is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. Butker's kick here is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw.
Drops this underneath for Davis Price.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
How about this? They'll try the option, left side. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's Samuel, caught left side. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Garoppolo. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
Now Gold for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
Mahomes now on first down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Let's go. Get it. Let's go, man.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw, it's Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. '49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
On first down, Mahomes. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 45 on 2nd down, Garoppolo got a man. That's Ayuk. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for Kansas City. And despite the fact that they're down on the scoreboard, they were able to have some success throwing the football in that opening half. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line, and his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Fred Warner, first-time All-Pro in 2020, in on the stop defensively.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Mahomes now to throw. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. They find some open field here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. This pass. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So it looked like a good opening drive to start this third quarter, but ultimately it's going to be an unfruitful one as they give it away on the fumble.
Yeah, the way they were moving it, you figured they were in good position to take the lead, but they sure picked a bad time to be lackadaisical with the football. They wound up giving it away.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Drive begins with a carry by Davis-Price, and he'll get this to the 32. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Second down, and again it's Davis-Price. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. KC's offense ready to take over. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Mahomes now on first down. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 55 rushing yards, rushing on 12 carries for him now.
The Chiefs value what Edwards-Helaire brings to a backfield group, both as a runner and a receiver. Averaged over 60 all-purpose yards per game for them across 10 contests. They know he can produce even more if he can stay healthy for the full season.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down." They love being physical.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Juju Smith-Schuster on the touchdown pass from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Butker on for the PAT. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. That time a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. As San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Drive starts with a run by Davis Price. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Second down, and again it's Davis Price. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Davis Price will try to pick it up. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 2 on the play there. And that leads to a San Francisco first down.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Davis Price on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
On 3rd down, here's Davis Price. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. 1st down, and they go right back to Davis Price. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Three quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And a short gain here down to the 22. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers! George Kittle from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Gold to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. He'll look to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. We call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
That kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Garoppolo looks to throw. This is Jennings. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, but it'll be 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. An option give to Davis Price. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
The kick by Gold is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
That sack doesn't change their offensive game plan. They always want to air it out and try and get the ball downfield quickly. They're going to have to block a little bit better, though, because the urgency and pressure just increase. Twice the distance now just to get a first down, and one less down to try and get it.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On play action, now Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And I like where this offense is going. I like what they're thinking because they want to spread the wealth and move the ball around. And they decide to get the fullback involved in these pass patterns as well. Normally, 2-yard hitch or a little flare out of the backfield. But this time, they send him downfield. He's able to make a big play.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 33. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Chris Jones busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Chris Jones is one of the best defensive linemen in the NFL, and I think he's at his best when he plays defensive tackle. Consistently gets to the quarterback, 9 sacks in 2021.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. but the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth-quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
The receivers have been running them ragged. Maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
Butker now to add the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
From the 24, Garoppolo trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Mahomes. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. He'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Niners set to take over on offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide, usually going to pick up a holding call.
How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Go ahead.
To throw is Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete. Defensively, mission accomplished. And now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble. But theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Hardman on the return. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go, fellas.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now Edwards-Helaire, and he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Here's Mahomes over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chiefs have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. Ray McCloud to return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So Jimmy Garoppolo and the offense down by 7. 1:12 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
This is your game, baby.
They'll start with Davis Price on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Now Garoppolo. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw, Garoppolo. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Garoppolo able to find Samuel there for a Niners 1st down. Huge 1st down, gotta hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Garoppolo to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared and stay on your feet defensively and tackle someone.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. One final try now for Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.